The 4270 is out of the case. I had to wrestle with this. It was a bear, and this thing is heavy. Quad receivers typically are, oh, and I love the musty smell. Quad receivers are typically very, very heavy, very large. The wooden case doesn't have feet. I think I have some feet that probably fit this. I have to check though. I'm not sure if I do or not. Might be another screw bit. Nope. All right. Gross, nasty, smelly. Yeah, I need to blow this out. That's interesting. I think there must be a... Oh, I've never seen that before. It's like a felt pad or something on top of that. So, wire quad's so heavy, you have double the number of amplifier components. So this should be, yeah. So you have front and rear amplifiers, in addition to left and right amplifiers. So on this, what I'm going to do first is, before I get too crazy with replacing lamps, which is what the owner wants me to do, and then, you know, kind of doing a general cleanup and test, what I'm first going to do is see what's going on with the amplifier alignment. And for that, I will need to pull up a service manual. So what I will be doing over the next few minutes is pulling up the service manual, looking at the alignment procedures, and it should be pretty similar to the 2270, I believe. Probably just have to do it on both channels. So I'm really kind of curious as to what this looks like electronically and what condition it's in. So I'm going to pull that down, kind of figure out how I need to do that, and then I'll come back and we'll do the test. Alright, so unfortunately the jumpers are on the bottom of this, so there's not going to be a really good view of this with the camera. But I need to connect, first I'm doing the audio adjustment, and I'm going to have to do this on both sides, so I'm not going to film the entire thing. Jumpers are here on the bottom. I need to set, let's see, the positive to J13, negative to J24. Those are on the bottom. And adjust the trimming resistor R766 until it reads 10 millivolts. I don't see R766. And what I'm finding is not a lot is lining up to what I actually see on the amp. So I don't know. I see 767. Okay, 766. I see it here. All right, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the alignment procedures. I'm not going to film it, but I can tell you that the jumpers are on the bottom of the amplifier board. 766. It took me a while to find it because it doesn't look like the typical trim pod. I was looking for something like these. So that's the adjuster for that. So I'm going to go through, do the audio adjustment, the voltage regulator adjustment. So DC offset bias for the amplifiers, voltage regulator adjustment, and then if I run into any issues, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'm going to come back and probably flip this over, clean the pots, because I can actually show you that. And then I'll blow this out with the air compressor, do the cosmetic cleanup, and then I do have to replace the lamps on it. So let me get to aligning this, and I'll let you know what I come across. Okay, alignment was uneventful. The DC offset variable resistors were a little jumpy, but I got it dialed in. It was actually pretty high. It was like 80 millivolts on this channel. I got it down to 0. This one was at about 15 or 17 millivolts. Got it down to 0. Set bias for 10 millivolts per the service manual. Actually, I set them a little bit less than 10. These weren't running hot, but I mean, they were like 8.9. So now I'm going to do lamps. I have initially cleaned the pots just so I had balanced sound across the channels. The stereo light did come on, and now it is no longer... Oh, I unplugged it. Now it's no longer illuminating, so... but I am getting stereo separation, so it might just be that the beacon is burned out. And I've noticed that on these. This thing sat for like 15 or 20 years in a basement, and then turned on, started using it. All of a sudden, one day all the lamps work, and then literally later that day or the next, the lamps just start going on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this face plate, and I need to see about, I'm going to replace all of the lamps with warm white LEDs. This faceplate, the glass has some of the lettering missing on it, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to be careful when I clean this off. Just use a little bit of dish soap and water. And I'm going to soak these knobs for a little bit. Oh man, that one does not want to come off. Here we go. I know there's not a real good way for me to film this. I could move the camera, but I'll have to figure out how I'm going to replace the lamps on this first. I may move the camera. I don't remember if this is through the top or through the front. Oh, I got to remove all these. Dang. What the hell? Oh, crap. Wait, let's see. Yeah. Nope, I got to remove this one. And this one, and this one. And it should, nope. Man, what a goofy setup. Not that there's anything wrong with this receiver. I am not a fan of the aesthetics of all the knobs and sliders and switches and that stuff. So there's the faceplate. You can see where maybe it's just dirty, but like part of the R is rubbed off. Maybe it's just dirt. Yeah, I think that comes off. Okay, I might reposition the camera. I'm going to go soak all these knobs and take the faceplate inside, and I'm going to be cleaning it inside. So let me do that, and then I'll move the camera around.